Hey everybody, what's up? This is the Moy, and I'm showing you guys some tips and tricks on State of Decay again. And I am in the noob area. I just finished the ranger station, and I've got a wounded Ed and Maya in tow and my Norma Jean pickup. I figured since I'm going to explain a little bit about this is specifically for new players. If you guys are advanced players, you're on your second, third, fourth playthrough, then don't worry about this. Here we go. Epic fail time. Am I going to make the jump? Nope, never do. Oh, that's not going to end well for Ed or Maya. I had a feeling I was headed for an epic fail on that jump, but oh well. Now, for the new players, if you guys have already pretty much you're into this area as well, or you're just finishing it, you've already gotten a slight taste of State of Decay, and you know kind of what you're in store for. It can seem a little intimidating, all the stats, all the potential. You're leveling up all these different skills, and you kind of don't know where you're going with that. But the truth is that here we go. You get to see that. I'm not touching Maya on this one, and I'm going to give you guys a little heads up on that. Why? Marcus is a leader. He's specifically a leader, and the one thing that he does and will help you out later in the game is when he interacts with other enclaves, other people, other survivors, his leadership skill is very seriously taken into account. It can range from better trades, more stock or items for sale in supply lockers with future survivors, when you go meet up with other groups. So you want to boost his leadership as quickly as possible. And that means instead of putting Maya in charge, it's better to have Marcus in charge in the beginning. Because when he completes missions, when he kills Zeds, when he, completely decimates hordes in front of companions, that boosts his leadership skill, which will help you later, because people will trust him more. People will trust him faster. You can make friends quicker, which means you can have controllable players. You can have a larger range of controllable players quicker. So that's why it's good to use Marcus in the beginning, so that you can boost his leadership skill. Now, the other thing that you want to do, if you guys are watching this before you give State of Decay a shot, is I would do a lot of sprinting all over the place. You have snacks that give you stamina boosts. Those snacks, you want to pretty much run yourself and sprint yourself till you're ragged and almost falling onto the floor, and then pop a snack and keep sprinting. And the reason I say that is because it's going to boost your cardio skill. Now, I just got out of the new player area, and I already have cardio of 3, wits of 3, fighting at 5 stars. I've already have specialties for shooting and various other skills. And my leadership is already at 2. There you go, and powerhouse at 4. So I already have my special skills in play. I already have edged weapon specialty, and I have my power shove, which in my opinion is one of the better traits, just because if your weapon breaks, which it's going to in these beginning stages, then you are going to wind up getting, you're going to need something to put a Z on his ass, and the power shove is just one extra move to be able to do that. And it doesn't require a lot of stamina to do that, as opposed to wailing on a Z with your feet because your weapon broke. So right now, the other reason I was going to show you guys me breaking out of the noob area is my guaranteed gun locations. And the way I'm going to show that is I'm not even going to go see Lily yet. I'm literally going to take a sick Ed and Maya straight from the ranger station. I'm going to use my little shortcut to get to Marshall. Marshall is the second town that you wind up going to, but I'm going to zip on over there just to get some decent guns. That's the problem with the rally hatchback. Sometimes it does that. It is very low to the ground, so any slight imperfections will cause the car to flip or tumble. That's fine. I guess I'm just going to lose a door on that side. Oh, wow. Did he pull somebody out? Yes, he did. Let's go, Ed. There we go. That is a rarity. Normally they just take the door off. They don't pull a guy out with it. Anyway, alright, so I'm on my way to Marshall, and I have a smattering of equipment, but I'm not really too worried about it. In fact, I'm more than prepared to destroy everything in my backpack that I found at the ranger station areas, just because it's paltry compared to what you can get in Marshall. You know, you can wind up getting combat rifles or high clip capacity Glock 9 millimeters. All of those are very, very worthwhile, especially in the beginning. It'll just help you out more, especially for low rated or low power rating characters, because you're going to have to flip flop between Marcus and Maya in the beginning. And I'm not too partial to Maya. I know she's a shooting badass, but here we go. We're over here next to the Alamo. This is the main thoroughfare, and the trick is that we are looking for right here, this little back road. This is right behind the Alamo. It's actually next to the parking spaces for the Alamo, which is a base that you can get later. That's it right there. But this is what we're looking for. This is the only three-story building that you can go inside of inside of Marshall. Now you got your storefront, back door, teriyaki, and you got this place, Taylor's Closet. But we want this door that just leads upwards, and that's because the guaranteed guns that I've found are in this room right here. There are several desks that you can search, and they usually, there we go, nice 45 caliber. Usually don't see those in the beginning. You might get shotguns, but you're not going to get 45s, 9 mils. Here we go, another 45. Let's try this. Give me a Glock. Come on. Nope, do not need a commemorative hockey stick. I do not play the game. There we go. Coffee's always nice. Now, if again, these are tips and tricks for new players, just to get you guys some decent guns in the beginning. There we go, 14 shot 9mm. Now, the other thing that you new players may realize is you have a hard time getting through these guys. They may block you in the doorways or something like that. The trick is to dodge, duck right underneath them, and you can shoot right past them. So that can help out a lot when they do this and they crowd you in the doorways. You can just duck underneath and zip right past them. That took me a while to realize. I know some of you guys are smarter than me, but and you probably figured that out a lot faster. But for me, I don't know. It was a genius moment. The clouds parted, spiritual awakening. My nose began bleeding. That whole deal. There we go. Got some cooking supplies. Don't need those. Ooh, there we go. Those are always nice. Snacks are always good, especially in the beginning for new players, because you will need to pop them like candy. Cricket bat, okay. Now, the other thing that you guys are going to be looking for is bypass all the crappy weapons. And when I say that, what I'm talking about is you can tell when a weapon's expensive by looking at the durability. You look at the little wrench icon on the bottom right-hand side of the screen next to where it says 1.2 pounds. If you can see, it says 2 markers out of 5 potential. Okay, that means that my rusty kukri is actually an incredibly crappy weapon. The cricket bat, clocking in at 4 points of durability, even though I probably wouldn't use the cricket bat, I can use it as a form of cash, because a 4-point durability weapon, when you return it to Lily in your storage lockers, is actually very, very good. You should be able to, hopefully I'll be able to get 50 influence just for that. And in the beginning, 50 influence is a lot. Now, the other guaranteed place, other than the obvious downtown police station, is this. This is the used car dealership. And usually these guys have given me some interesting armaments. I've gotten Glocks, I've wound up with 45s, but the last few playthroughs they've been giving me 50 cal revolvers. Oh, there you go. In fact, I got one right now. 44 cal. Don't need the coffee, so let me get rid of that. Go ahead, Ed. There we go. A little teamwork over there. But yeah, just so that you beginner players, you guys can get a feel for the game, and you guys can get some guns in pretty quick. That way, at least you have something, to shoot back at. Because I do know that on my first few playthroughs at the Ranger Station, I was not getting fantastic weaponry at all. I was getting 2-shot double-barrel revolvers, double-barrel shotguns, things that didn't really need. I would much rather prefer a 19-shot Glock or a 15-shot 45 caliber. So let's see. I'm not partial to revolvers, so I have absolutely no problem just destroying these things and taking a look and getting better guns. Here we go. Yep, 20 round 9mm. Much better. I'm not a revolver fan, so I'm just going to get rid of these. Now the good thing about having 2 extra people with you for these AI controlled is because you can sit there and loot while they sit there and snap up the rest of the Zeds. I always prefer 45s over revolvers, so I will destroy that. Now, guys, I have a feeling that you're sitting there going, oh man, you could have turned those in for money or whatever. But the truth is, if you play for 2, 3, 4 hours, you give it a nice Saturday, and you just really sit down and enjoy the game, you are going to wind up with like 4,000 influence, which means you can buy anything in the game at any time. So don't feel pressured at all about getting rid of, oh man, because right now I got 3 7-shot 45s. Don't need them. I'd much rather prefer a 7-shot, 7-round combat shotgun. Much nicer. Grenades are nice, but don't need them. See, there you go. You kill Zeds in front of them, you get leadership bonuses. So that's why it's good to use Marcus when you are rescuing people, meeting people, or you have companions in tow. So if you ever see rescue missions going out, and you're going to meet new people, it is good to use Marcus because of his leadership qualities. And by the time later on in the game, when you have boosted your leadership qualities, you will have gained the trust and the ability to buy incredibly cool weaponry from other enclaves. So yeah, I'm just giving you guys a quick look at some of the best locations for quick, good guns to get before you really just start eating into the game and enjoying yourself. There we go. I know this doesn't look like much, but if you look down at the durability, 5 points of durability, that is a fantastic weapon. Don't need the 45 anymore. Let's see what we're going to get rid of here. I'd rather get rid of the cricket bat. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. 5.56 combat rifle. Now, I know I summoned a horde and I should be freaking out, but don't worry. See, don't need these. Get rid of that. When you have 3 companions, you'll be surprised at the amount of Zeds you can take on. But if anything ever gets weird, I've got plenty of health, which means I could, if I need to, dive out a 3rd-story window or 2nd-story window. See, these guys usually they'll run faster to catch up with you. So don't feel bad if you ditch them, because they will wind up catching up to you. All right, so there you guys go. In just a few minutes, coming from the ranger station and the tutorial area, I am now completely armed with a 20-shot 9mm, assault rifle Mark 16, which fires 5.56 rounds, high capacity 9mm, and I've got a pretty decent 50 cal revolver. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tip or trick for State of Decay. That way, for new players, you guys can outfit yourself with some reasonable weaponry in the beginning. I will suggest that if you do wind up getting like this 5.56 combat rifle, the Mark 15 or whatever it is, the ammo is scarce in the beginning. So I'm probably just going to use it as a form of gaining influence or money. And then I'll come back to it later once I've unlocked some further weaponry, or I found a place to be able to find a steady supply of 5.56 rounds. And if you guys are watching right now, this is the shortcut to get from Marshall back to Spencer Mills. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I'll be uploading more. Catch y'all later, and I hope you are enjoying State of Decay as much as I am.